and 97.2 Wessex FM. This is Ian Timms and Saturday Leisure, and the whole team were live at the Wessex Stadium this afternoon. Righty, Wessex FM. This is Ian Timms on Saturday Leisure, and let's go across live to inside the Wessex Stadium.
Okay, Peter Smith with Fred Davis. Fred, what's the team news for this afternoon?
Well, we've got Big Lee, who's not going to make it. He's been struggling with a little bit with Big Lee Bradford. Been struggling with a groin. We've had an injection in it this morning. It feels obviously better, but we're going to just let that settle down, and hopefully he's okay for Tuesday and Saturday.
But apart from that, it's a full-strength team.
Yes, I'll have Gammon, who trained on Thursday. He's back fit. I'll have Flory, who's back fit. So the only two is Bolton and Bradford.
Now, of course, today was going to be the day that you would secure promotion as long as Bashley didn't win. Now, unfortunately, Bashley aren't playing because their match is waterlogged off.
Yeah, it was one of the things I said when we went down there. Their pitch was quite heavy, and I said that, let's hope we get it played, and it's not a backlog of games. And it's exactly the same. Every game has got 3 points on the end of it, and it's no one's going to do us any favours. We've got to do it ourselves, and that's the most important thing.
But of course, a win on Tuesday night and a win away next Saturday means the championship, never mind promotion.
Yeah, we only look at one game. I keep telling Gordon that as well. So I only look at one game, and today is the most important. If we can come away with 3 points today, I'll be delighted.
In tune with Dorset, Wessex FM, this is Ian Timms and the team on Saturday Leisure. And today we're live at the Wessex Stadium, brought to you with Park Engineering. Engineering success for Weymouth Football Club. And on the way, a song from the Detroit Spinners. Carrot Pepsi chart hit there from Carleen Anderson on Wessex FM. That's Maybe I'm Amazed. This is Ian Timms and the whole Saturday Leisure team. We're live at the Wessex Stadium. Today Weymouth are taking on Cirencester. And let's cross over to the main stands. Here's Pete Pavey.
Yes, good afternoon, Ian. The Gloucestershire side, Cirencester Town, are Weymouth's visitors for their final home match at the Wessex Stadium here this afternoon. Back in September, Weymouth won 4-0 at Cirencester, with Mark Robinson making his debut and scoring 2 goals. Disappointing news out of Weymouth victory today will not see them get promotion yet, as Bashley's game at Tonbridge has been postponed because of a waterlogged pitch and will be played tomorrow afternoon with a 3 o'clock kick-off. Weymouth's team news is that Lee Bradford has failed a late fitness test on his groin strain, so Mark Gammon comes back into the starting line-up.
So there we go. That's Pete Pavey live from the main stands. We'll be talking to him very soon. Also, Peter Smith, he's here as well. We're finding out some more information about the team as well. And on the way on Wessex FM, a song from Dow Hall and John Oates.
96 and 97.2 Dorset's Wessex FM.
On the way, a song from Ken Booth on Saturday Leisure, brought to you with Park Engineering. Actually, we can actually cross along to Pete Pavey. Hello, Pete. Hello, are you there, Mr. Pavey?
Well, we nearly had a goal after 14 minutes, Ian. Paul Adcock was down on the left. He swung over across to Mark Gammon, but with only the goalkeeper to beat, he hit it straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. It's been all Weymouth at the moment. Adcock and Laws looking dangerous up front, but it's still Weymouth 0, Cirencester 0.
Saturday Leisure, Wessex FM. This is Ian Timms, and we're live at the Wessex Stadium while Weymouth are taking on Cirencester. A goal has been scored. Here's Pete Pavey.
I'm afraid it's gone to the visitors, Ian. A cross from the left went over the top of the Weymouth defence, and there was Scott Bartlett to nip in and head it into the back of the net. But a minute later, Weymouth corner found David Laws, but the leading goal scorer's overhead kick found the underside of the crossbar and unfortunately come out of play. It's Weymouth 0, Cirencester 1.
96 and 97.2, this is Wessex FM.
In tune with Dorset, Wessex FM.
In tune with Dorset, Wessex FM, this is Ian Timms and Saturday Leisure, and today the whole programming coming live from the Wessex Stadium. Weymouth are taking on Cirencester with the latest. Let's cross live to Pete Pavey.
Well, it was all happening, Ian. Remember, Cirencester took a 1-0 lead after 20 minutes, but after 34 minutes, a goal-mouth scramble in the Weymouth box. It fell to Ian Hutchinson, but Kevin Sawyer made a point-blank save, and just again, a ball has hit the crossbar. It's come back off. Weymouth are not having no luck at the moment, but they're putting pressure on the Cirencester defence. Still Weymouth 0, Cirencester 1.
And at the Wessex Stadium, Weymouth are taking on Cirencester. Here's Pete Pavey.
Yes, not too good at half-time for Weymouth, Ian. The half-time scores Weymouth 0, Cirencester 1. The goal came after 20 minutes. A cross from the left went over the top of the Weymouth defence, and there was Scott Bartlett to nip in and head it into the back of the net. But it's been virtually most of Weymouth this half. They've hit the woodwork twice. David Laws hit the underside of the crossbar, and Darren Powell's header come away from the crossbar as well. It's got a bit niggly in the last 5 minutes with skirmishes, with Ian Hutchinson receiving treatment, and Paul Adcock, who was involved with the skirmish with Cirencester player Roy Bavistock, who was booked. Let's hope better things for the second half. We certainly need it. It's half-time score, Weymouth 0, Cirencester 1.
Wessex FM.
96 and 97.2 West Ian Timms and Saturday Leisure. And let's cross over live to Pete Pavey.
Yes, we just got the equaliser for Weymouth after 49 minutes, Ian. Cirencester player handballed in the box. The referee was right on the line. And there was David Laws to score the 100th league goal of the season. It's Weymouth 1, Cirencester 1.
Wessex FM.
This is Ian Timms on Wessex FM. Saturday Leisure brought to you with Park Engineering. Engineering successful Weymouth Football Club. And there's been a goal at the Wessex Stadium when Weymouth are taking on Cirencester. Here's Pete Pavey.
Yes, it's 2-1 to Weymouth now, Ian. Paul Adcock put the Terras in the front after 80 minutes. He ran under a through ball and beat Kevin Sawyer from 10 yards. The 2,087 fans have gone wild. Weymouth 2, Cirencester 1.
Dorset's Wessex FM Saturday Leisure brought to you with Park Engineering. Engineering success for Weymouth Football Club. And on the way, we've got the full-time reports on both the Weymouth and Dorchester games and the current Pepsi chart hit from Robin.
More variety. 96 and 97.2. Wessex FM.
Saturday Leisure on Wessex FM. This is Ian Timms and we're live at the Wessex Stadium when Weymouth are taking on Cirencester. And with the latest, Pete Pavey.
Yes, Weymouth have wrapped up the points now, Ian. They got their third goal on the 89th minute, and there was David Laws, his 39th goal of the season. Side-footed the goalkeeper and just put it into the back of the net. It's looking good for the Terras now. It's Weymouth 3, Cirencester Town 1.
96 and 97.2 Wessex FM. This is Ian Timms. Saturday Leisure. We've got both the full-time reports from both the Dorchester and Weymouth games very soon. And after the news at 5, songs on the way from Whitney Houston, the Human League, and Madonna. 7 minutes past 5, 96 and 97.2 Wessex FM. This is Ian Timms, and we're live at the Wessex Stadium when Weymouth have been taking on Cirencester with a full match report. Here's Pete Pavey.
Yes, Ian, it come good for Weymouth in the second half. They fell a goal behind at half-time after 20 minutes through Matt Jack, who put Cirencester 1-0 up at the interval. But Weymouth scored 3 in the second half, 49 minutes, and Weymouth rewarded a penalty. And there was David Laws to put the spot kick away. After 80 minutes, Paul Adcock made it 2-1 for Weymouth, and after 89 minutes, with 39th goal of the season, there was David Laws to make the scoreline safe. Weymouth 3, Cirencester 1, in front of another good crowd, 2,087. What an afternoon it was for David Laws. He picked up 3 trophies this afternoon: the highest goal scorer, the Players' Player of the Year, and the main one, the Player of the Year award as well. The Way Player of the Year, that went to Mark Robinson. It's been a great afternoon here at Wessex Stadium. They just need a few more points now for promotion. Hopefully we'll get them at Clevedon on Tuesday night.
And striker David Laws has been named Weymouth Player of the Year, and he's talking to Peter Smith.
David Laws, tremendous end of the season.
Yeah, tremendous end of the season. I think the nerves would have bit in the first half, but the second half proved the point that we're banging in goals regular.
And of course your own personal season with a hat full of goals, a few weeks worth of management. You must be delighted how it's turned out.
Well, it's a dream really, isn't it? Yeah, and we're ready for Cleveland now. That'll do us.
So 2 matches left, it's virtually in the bag, and then the prospect of playing Dorchester next season.
Yeah, I look forward to it. Does your dad back? Yeah, definitely. Looking forward to it.
Brilliant, well done, thank you.
96 and 97.2. Dorset's Wessex FM.
Saturday Leisure, this is Ian Timms and the whole team. We're down at the Wessex Stadium when Weymouth have been taken on Cirencester, and Peter Smith is now with the Weymouth manager, Fred Davis.
Fred Davis, 1-0 down at half-time. The nerves must have been jangling.
Yeah, it's the first time for weeks we've been really tense, and I said to them at half-time that it's a game. Don't let yourselves down because you got no pressure off me. I'm not putting you under pressure. And in fairness to us, we kept at it. They made it difficult because they've got nothing to lose, and I thought they played ever so well, considering where they are in the league.
And then, of course, David Laws relieved the pressure.
Yeah, It was a penalty. I thought we deserved one in the first half when they brought Gammon from behind. We hit the post about 3 times and I thought it wasn't going to be. But, you know, the part of the side that has been an asset just lately is that they've kept going, and it was great to see. And a tremendous gate again.
And then, of course, the team turned on the style with 2 final goals.
That's right, yeah, I was pleased to see the third one go in. I tell you, he took forever putting it in, Lawsy, but I was delighted with that.
So it's pretty well home and dry.
No, not really. We've got 2 games. This was very, very important that we got 3 points from this. It means now if we get a result probably from one of the other 2 away games, you know, that everyone else has got a lot to do.
Now, you've touched on the crowd, 2,087 here today, nearly 3,000 for the Bashley match. It must feel good coming from a league background to see crowds like this at this level.
Tremendous, and they deserve it because they've been tremendous. I mean, they've been, even today, I mean, when it wasn't going our way, they were really patient today, and which is a good sign. It's, you know, they didn't get on the players' backs. Sometimes I've been at clubs where they want to get on people's backs when it's not going quite right, and they didn't do that, our crowd today. I thought they were tremendous.
Fred Davis, thank you very much. Congratulations.
Wessex FM Saturday Leisure. Today we came live from the Wessex Stadium where Weymouth beat Cirencester 3-1. Brought to you with Park Engineering success for Weymouth Football Club. Thank you to everyone we met. We've had a great day. And on the way on Wessex FM, it's Martin Lee.
In tune with Dorset, 96 and 97.2, Wessex FM.
It's 6 o'clock. I'm Jeff Collins.
And Weymouth keep their promotion and championship hopes alive in the Southern League Southern Division, as you'll hear in just a moment. They enjoyed a win this afternoon with a full roundup of all this afternoon's non-league results and stories. Here's Tim Durrance.
A very good evening. Tonight's headlines then. In the battle for promotion, as you've heard, at the top of the Southern League Southern Division, leaders Weymouth came from behind. They win and move now within 1 victory of promotion. Second place Chelmsford, though, win as well. They're at home to Havant. They keep the pressure on. Third place Bashley's game at Tunbridge was postponed. Jimmy Casey's side planned to play Tunbridge away tomorrow, weather permitting. Newport, who lay 4th before today and could still figure their penultimate game is also tomorrow. Let's turn, though, now to that intriguing tussle to see which sides can join the likes of Dorchester in the Premier Division next season. A fascinating campaign already for our local sides. Leaders Weymouth were at home to Cirencester this afternoon. It finished Weymouth 3, Cirencester 1. Weymouth coming back from 1-0 down in that game. Before the game, leaders Weymouth knew 5 more points would secure promotion. They've now then moved within 1 victory of that move up. Afterwards, our reporter at the game, Norman Murphy, spoke to the Weymouth boss, Fred Davis.
Fred, after an early scare, it all came good.
Yeah, it was important. We were a little bit too tight in the first half, and you know, they got a goal from us not closing things down and wanting to just sit in there, and they surprised me because I thought they played ever so well, to be honest.
Tell me, how worried were you with 15 minutes to go?
Well, I was going to change things, and I'd said to the players at half-time that, you know, if I needed to, I'd gamble, because I thought the 3 points were very important to us, and I would change and gamble from the halfway. And just as I was going to do that, I was going to make a switch, and like little Ladders has gone through and tucked it past the keeper, so I thought, well, I'll leave things alone.
Well, that was your 13th win in succession. Were you pleased to get that number out of the way?
Well, it's just the points that are important. You know, to consider that we've won 13 games and we're not mathematically out of the league at the moment. So it's amazing what you've had to do. And I said to the players, no one's doing us any favours. We've got to do it ourselves. But we just had a talk at half time, and I just said that you've got to relax and you've got to go out there and play your game. You're more worried about not playing, if that's the want of the word. And I thought second half we created an awful lot of chances.
Well, now, if Bashley drop points in their away game at Tunbridge tomorrow, it is at least promotion.
Yeah, well, I think I was quite pleased it was off, to be fair, because, the way the tenseness was here, the last thing we needed was to keep getting the Bashley result over the Tannoy to add to the pressure. So, it's important now that we, get something from the last 2 games.
And those last 2 games are Tuesday evening away trip to Clevedon, in theory the most difficult, isn't it?
They're all difficult. I mean, you couldn't get no more difficult than today because they played really well. They played three at the back and they played across the back and come out with it really well. But they've got nothing on it. I mean, they know they can't get up, they know they can't get down, and they just took one chance too many at the back and we were in.
And then it's away to third from bottom Bulldog. Your thoughts on that finish to the season?
Hopefully it's over by then, if that's the want of the word, because, as you say, Bashley have got to play tomorrow, and I think they play Tuesday. And Chelmsford will have played Monday and Wednesday, so we'll know a little bit more about it. But it's you know, we've just got to be up for it today.
Well, if you win both of those remaining games, it's the championship. What can you say about that?
Oh, it'd be absolutely amazing because we were always chasing other people, and the Bashley result beating Chelmsford on Tuesday put it in our hands then, and now we can go on and win it. But as you say, the first thing is to get out the league.
Is it a time for strong nerves?
Well, that's what I said to people. It was going to be more nerve-wracking today than probably the Bashley game because Bashley were up for it and we were up for it, and we seemed more relaxed against Bashley. We looked very, very nervous today.
Fred, thank you very much for your time. We'll watch for those two results.
OK, thank you.
Indeed. Good luck to Weymouth. The Weymouth boss, Fred Davis, talking to BBC Radio Solent's reporter Norman Murphy. It finished Weymouth 3, Cirencester 1. Weymouth's run-in then, to recap. 2 more games, both away. Clevedon on Tuesday, and then they play strugglers Bulldog in their last game next Saturday.
And of course, Weymouth's big game against Cirencester. Of course, if Bashley had played, if Weymouth had won and Bashley had not, then they could have been promoted. But we carried on regardless anyway. The big day didn't go according to plan to start off with. First of all, Bashley's game was called off. So 3 o'clock came, and over 2,000 people in the ground just expected Weymouth to sweep away Cirencester. But it didn't quite turn out like that because the visitors took the lead in the first half. So at half-time, were the Terras going to make it?
We should still win, no problem.
You're confident of that?
Yeah, very much so. We've hit the bar twice, we've come close. They've only had one chance, they've taken it.
Yes, I quite agree with what he said there. We'll come through the second half, yes.
What about the referee? He's caused some sort of controversy so far.
Yes. I think we should have had a penalty down there, the way he was brought down.
But things did come right in the end. David Laws equalised with a penalty, then Neil Adcock got on the score sheet, and then David Laws again. Just before the final whistle, crowning a great season for him and Weymouth in particular. But what about the fans? They didn't have long to wait. Rapturous noise at the Wessex Stadium as Weymouth completed a 3-1 win. Chairman Peter Shaw could hardly conceal his delight, but he did temper it with the fact that they're not up yet.
Today was a special day. First time since 1954-55 that we've scored 100 goals in a season. David Laws has scored his 95th goal coming up to the end of 3 seasons. Tremendous performance by him, especially considering the responsibilities he had this season as caretaker manager. A lovely day today, but the show rolls on to Clevedon on Tuesday.
Can't wait for next season. The Terras against the Magpies, 2 local derbies, gonna be crackers.